So I did something I haven't really done before. Sometimes when I write a poem, I sound file it because I just want either for myself or to share with you the memory of what I was thinking before I wrote the poem. And this time, I started a poem last night that I just finished this morning, and I turned on my sound file and I just ranted freestyle in my thoughts. I read the poem to you guys, and then I played it back and I thought, I don't know that I want to share that. And I haven't really closed up like that in a long time. So I'm going to push through it. I decided I'm going to do a version 2 of this and just try to give you a piece of it. I can tell you that the feeling behind this poem was different than I've experienced in a while. I wrote it somewhat like a prayer poem, and although I have a whole afterlife series going, and God is definitely a part of the afterlife series, um, not really. I don't know that, well, if there is a typical God, not God in its typical fashion, but in my afterlife series, I'm just kind of playing around with kind of the concept of life and the twisted fairy tales of purgatory and heaven and all that kind of good stuff. But in this poem, when I started it last night, it felt much more like a direct communication to God. Um, it took some of the twisted away from it, and it just, for me, felt like a reflection of part of right now a little bit of my inner struggle where I'm trying and working on the integration of understanding this world we're all in, that is filled with so many wonderful, wonderful experiences and people and love, and at the same time, a good amount of suffering and a good amount of, for me, just difficulty sorting through just, I guess, the intention of others. And so from that place of struggle came this direct prayer poem, and I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes and share the journey with me while I read it to you out loud. Hold me down and speak to me. Grant me permission, dear Lord, to take you into my system in a way my mind can tolerate. Cover me in the desire to need you without suffering, to love you without longing for you, to hear your voice in a whisper when I scream. Hold me down and speak to me, for I am yours, your creation, your child that still needs discipline in a way that is not punitive to my essence, that needs protection from a world made in the light of day and in the darkness of night. Hold me down and speak to me. Remove the sound of the fingernails that scratch their way through my existence. Show me trust in the world has been earned, that I can walk safely through the abandoned houses I once called home. Arrive in my image, dear God, and pray with me.